Hey, boys and girls, it's Mr. Sunito. We're going to do some math. And before we get to the math problems, I want to share with you some tips, some tricks, so you can do really well on today's work. Now, the first thing I want to show you, when we are working with three-dimensional shapes, we can create new shapes. And there's kind of some rules about what you can do and what you can't do. Now, one of the things that you can do to make a new shape is you can copy the shape. And I've got one right here. Now, what I'm allowed to do is copy this. So I'm going to show you how I do it. Let's see if this works. And now I've got a new shape. You can do that. That's allowed in this game. Now, another thing that you're allowed to do is called a flip. So I'm going to show you what a flip is. And I'm going to use, again, this shape. And let's see if I can do this. I'm going to copy it, paste it. Okay, now I'm going to flip. Let's see if I can get this. Okay. Let's see, where did I put flip? Flip, flip, flip. Here we go. That's a flip. It's kind of like what you might see inside of a mirror. So you can take this one and flip it so it looks like that. Okay, now, whoop. Now the next thing you're allowed to do is what's called a turn. So you can take a shape like this. Let's see if I can turn it. Yep. Turn it like that. Turn it like that. Those are all allowed. But there's one thing you're not allowed to do when you're making these new shapes. Oop. You cannot take the shapes apart. Do not unglue them. So if I've got this shape here, what I'm not allowed to do, watch this, I'm going to show you the wrong thing. Can't do this. Nope, 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 and nope. You're not allowed to do that, not allowed to do that, not that. Once the shape is together, you can't pull the shape apart. Okay? So those are going to be our rules. You can copy it, you can flip it, or you can turn it. Now we're going to use these rules on some problems. Let's see what we got here. So this says we're going to take this shape here, and it says, let me see if I can get my pen to work here. We're going to, what would be a good color? How about this? We've got the shape already built. It says we can repeat it and then push them together or combine. So let's see. I've got the shape. I can repeat it, and then I can make a new shape. Now, I can even turn it. Watch this. Oop. Okay, bear with me. Come on, shape. Turn, turn. Say turn, shape. Here, I'll do it like this. No, turn. Okay. There we go. I'm allowed to turn the shape. I'm allowed to copy the shape. But I'm not allowed to pull the shape apart. Now, if you look on this side over here, I've got two examples. One of these you're allowed to do, and one of these you're not. Think for a minute. Am I allowed to do shape number 1 if I start with that shape? No, I'm not allowed to do that. And do you know why? Because they took the two shapes apart. They took the cube and the cylinder apart. Not allowed to do that. Can I do shape number 2 over here? Yes, because they did what I did. They turned it and they copied it. They repeated it, and that's how they got that shape. That is fine. Now, let's look at this one. Here are the directions. You're going to use the three-dimensional shapes over here, and then it says combined. Which new shape can you make? Circle it. And which one can you not make? So look at this. What do you think? Can I make shape number 1? Can I make shape number 2? Well, let's see. If I get rid of that. Here's the shape. Now remember, I can copy the shape. I can even flip the shape. I can do that, but I can't take the cone off the top. So, can I make shape number 1? No. Why is that? Because I took the cone off the top and I moved it all around. You're not allowed to do that. So we cross out shape 1. But shape 2, can we make that? Yes. You can make shape 2 because you're allowed to copy the shape and flip the shape. And that's what they did. Let's try another one. Okay. Here's shape 1 and here's shape 2. Now, take a look at the original shape right there. Which shape can I make? What do you think, boys and girls? Well, if I take the original shape, let's get rid of that. If I take the original shape and I copy it and I put it right next to it, I'm allowed to do that. Which shape did I make? 1 or 2? I made shape 1. Shape 2, they got rid of the cube and they added in cylinders. Can't do that. No. See, that broke the rules of the game. I've got one more example. Okay. Now look at the original shape over here. That's the original. And then here's shape 1 and shape 2. And let's get a good look at them. Now, Can I make shape 1? Can I make shape 2? What do you think? Well, I look at shape 1. Let me see if I can do this. What do I need to do to get to shape 1? Oh, I need to turn it. Let's see if I can turn it. Yeah. Okay. I'm getting there, right? And then I need to do what? Copy. And then, if I put them together, let me see if I can do that. It's not perfect, but it looks pretty close. But so shape 1 will work. But what about shape 2? Well, with shape 2, they actually had to move the rectangular prisms and take them apart, and you're not allowed to do that. So, sorry guys. Shape 2 is not going to work, so I should probably just cross it out. So that gives you some examples of what we're going to work on. Why don't you go get your math book and a pencil and open up to page 647, and I'll be right back. All right, boys and girls. Now on page 647, you're going to try some of these problems on your own. It's the same thing. The directions say, use three-dimensional shapes, build and repeat. Well, we don't have the shapes to build, so we kind of have to do it in our head, but you're allowed to repeat. And it says, combine which new shapes can you make and circle it. But remember, you're not allowed to take the shapes apart. So in problem 4, here's the original shape, the first shape. If you repeat it, can you make problem 1, shape 1, or shape 2? Circle the shape you can make. I want you to work on problem 5, problem 6, and then let's look at problem 7. It says, look at the shape. How many of this shape are used to make that shape? Now this is tricky. It's a math on the spot video, so you should go watch the math on the spot video and then answer this. The second part of the question says, how many single cubes are used to make the shape? And you can put your answer there. So this is a real tricky kind of lesson, and you're going to really have to think about it. But do your best, and you can share this page with me in Class Dojo. I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you soon.